This is the story of Brainy the RPG cat, and in many ways it's a very typical story. One day an old man found a stray kitten in a library, and he chose to keep it as a mascot, and to keep him in gentle company. But this was no ordinary old man, for he was Bosch, the high elf headmaster of the Library of Dinah, a very not ordinary library dedicated to the goddess of all living knowledge. And before long, Bosch would learn that this was also no ordinary cat.
Hello.
Learning that the cat was intelligent, the wizard took it upon himself to teach him to read and write, and learn history and the ways of magic. He was quite taken with the lessons he got from games using cards and dice. And soon the cat grew into an adult, a scholar, a full-fledged wizard in his own right, and once and forever one of the most dedicated librarians in Denier. The wizard bestowed upon him a name in the tradition of all cat people. He who astounds with his immediately brilliant ideas. But the library wizards have taken to calling him Brainy the RPG cat. And let me tell you, it hasn't been a bed of roses.
Brainy the cat. Brainy the RPG cat. It's a kitty cat.
Hello, cats and kittens, felines and felidae, humans and variant humans, and every race, class, and subclass. And hello, is Devin in the chat. Thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of Brainy the RPG Cat. We are back playing Persona 5 Royal, and we've only just learned of a brand new threat of an enigmatic millionaire somewhere out there in the greater city that we're going to have to deal with as the Phantom Thieves. As we play, we are going to slowly uncover what the circumstances are that may have led to this individual's crooked path, and hopefully use our new Shadow Thieves power in order to do something about that. It's pretty epic. It's pretty cool. You know, I don't make any illusions about the fact that, you know, I've really enjoyed this game so far. So, but anyways, thank you everybody once again for tuning in. As usual, my stream is brought to you by GreatMia.Games for low prices on TCG single cards. Please visit GreatMia.Games and use the code 1050 at checkout for 10% off your online purchase. Also, be sure to check out my page on Throne, and also my page on Kofi. Being in those pages, you know, going to those pages is definitely something that is going to help us out. So, thank you everybody for tuning in. Let's go ahead and let's get right back to the gameplay. You know, assuming that I can just get past the intro screen a second time. I know pressing one of these buttons will put me back. Pressing one of these buttons. Alright. How we doing? Okay, we left off on Sunday, May the 8th. 15 total hours of playtime. At least I think that's in hours. Alright. Can't wait for you to recruit more buddies. Yeah, that is definitely also something that's going to happen. Alright. So, might as well put in the study hours.
Now listen up.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, let's start by studying.
Make sure your clothes up.
I haven't improved a lot of my stats, but I have definitely improved
Wow.
intelligence. And maybe that says more about me than it says about my player character. I can see the wisdom in your eyes behind those glasses. That doesn't sound weird at all.
All right.
Well then.
I think we're already shifting the calendar. Yep. Do you believe in the Phantom Thieves? It's still just
What?
kind of remains roughly about 6%. Whoa, what's up with the goggles? You going snowboarding or something? I hear the crater's blooming later than usual, climate change and what have you. God, pollen allergies suck. I couldn't go to the mountains even if I wanted to. My eyes and nose would gush like rivers. That sounds awful. But then you get to go to the hot spring and, you know, that would definitely clear your sinuses.
Seems pretty
But what do I
rough.
know? You can't get me into a hot spring. This is what people actually talk about.
Morning.
Hi, Anne. You have allergies?
Allergies? Oh, maybe. I do feel kinda dazed and everything feels weird. But, actually, I've been having this feeling that someone's watching me. I hope not. Oh, maybe I just can't shake off the feeling of infiltrating a palace. At the palace, we're always cautious of not being noticed, you know? So it has to be my imagination.
Do we have to
Yeah.
bring up the fact that you happen to be a famous model as well? I've been marathoning the heck out of manga on my Kindle. I'm like in a Japanese high school mood. Well, most modern animes just tend to take place in Japanese high school, so I don't blame you one bit for getting involved. You know, in just the subject matter. Hey, don't you think the atmosphere at school is kind of different now? You mean with there being no Kamoshida? Yeah, nobody ever talked about him in the open like this before. That's true. I wish somebody would just thank us for it or something. Either way, everything has worked out for the best. After all, Kamoshida's actually been punished for his crimes. That's victory enough for me. I agree. I wonder what's gonna happen to him now. I mean, he's a famous criminal at this point, right? He's gonna have to deal with people hating him forever. That might be true, but I don't have any sympathy for him. He got what he deserved, for sure. Just casually put away our phones. Nobody knows that we're having this conversation. I have some new info for you. I saw it on the fan site, but I've heard about it at school too. Anyway, there's a guy at school whose bullying has gone too far. I want to help the victim, but that's impossible for me. But I bet the Phantom Thieves can do something about it. I mean, you've already changed the Harley Stalker, so this should be a breeze. I guess the cat is just kind of out of the bag with him now. Piece of cake. You're amazing. Bully is a brown-haired guy seen standing out in front of the school entrance. And from what I can tell, his name is Daisuke Takemashi. I know you can handle this.
Oh!
Some info on the new target. That is a small case, but we haven't named, so we should be able to consider him a target. I kind of thought we also needed a location, but maybe we just forgot about that in the narrative.
Yep.
We got some info from the sheet. Let's head to the hideout. I thought we picked out a place besides the school roof. If you're all here, you want to go to Mementos, right? What are you talking about? Don't we need to study for exams? Yeah, don't worry about
Let's
that.
go!
Let's ignore the details and just go charging in head first. That's easy for you to say, but we don't even have a target. It's actually not a problem anymore. Some intel has come in from Mishima. Perfect timing.
All right.
Let's just go in right now, then. You're rarely do anything to avoid studying, huh? Alright, confirming Memento's request. Alright. So let's see, how do we do this? Explore Mementos. If I remember correctly, we have some intel on a possible target. Let's check on that before we hit the Mementos. View request, that's what we do. Alright, do you guys remember the most important step the Phantom Thieves need to take before they can steal someone's heart? Oh, come on, just tell us. Oh, you mean the calling card? Oh, wait a second, did he send one the last time? Treasure materializes when we change the target's subconscious with the calling card. That's a rule when dealing with the palace, but in Mementos it seems like we can just go for the target immediately. What? We don't need a calling card or nothing? Something else already exists that fulfills that role. Fortunately for us, Mishima put a comment up in the forum saying that the thieves are coming. For a small target, that's enough of a calling card. That alone will put some fear in him for a while. Even that Nakanohara, pardon my Japanese, must have seen Mishima's comments about him on the fan site. And that is why the NAM picked up on it. Can we really do something that important for someone else? Desires of the Memento. Oh, we'll skip that part on accident. We need to unanimously agree on our target, no ignoring the rules, even the smaller ones. Anyway, let's get to discussing the intel that we've gathered. This intel is on an arrogant, brown-haired bully. He's a student at Shujin Academy. Things have gone a little too far for just bullying, though. He's abusing and blackmailing kids. Perfect.
I'm gonna make him pay.
Come on, let's take him down. Make sure you're not just excited to go to Mementos. Then again, we can't really let a guy like that be. We should go. No objections, right?
Yep.
We're good to go if you're okay with it. That's a unanimous decision. Okay, all that's left now is to take down the target of Mementos. Okay. The bark and bite of a bully. Okay. Whoops, accidentally got out of that. I could have gone directly from here to Mementos, but I believe that ship has sailed. What part of the... What part of the menu am I supposed to use to just regularly go to the Mementos? The music is way louder than... Oh, okay. I had a feeling that was going on. Okay, how's that? Is that better? Let's see, where was the exit to this building? Maybe I go to my map. Show me station. Hide out on the rooftop. Yeah, that's better. Okay, that's good. Alright, library. Thought I was supposed to be at the train station, but... Might want to turn yourself up a little bit anyway, and then you can have the music up slightly louder too. Your baseline volume is a little lower. Okay, let me try. So I was doing a little bit of an experiment earlier. I I was trying to do digital audio, but I'm still kind of having a problem getting the digital audio, the video feed, and my VTuber feed all working at the same time. So that's still just kind of a work in progress. Alright, so this is what I have to do. I have to figure out how to get to mementos. Alright. I'll take a long way this time. Get on the train. Yeah, these things take time. Yeah, definitely. So I need... Go to the access way. No, well, let me go the access way. Only access my IMs from here. Everybody's talking about their allergies. Oops. That's the up escalator. Need the down escalator. Can't go down the escalator. Okay, well, you know, I actually might just need to fill out the day with activity. I missed my opportunity. I can go back to the hideout when I go to school tomorrow. So, let's use this map for the purpose it was intended. Okay, so... back streets. I still need guts so that I can take another one of those medical tests. And I also probably should go into work at some point. Let's start by trying to go in for a shift at the convenience store.
What do you want to do?
I'll go to work. You can raise your charm by learning how to handle customers. You want to work the part-time job? I'll work.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
God.
thank God. I think I spent all of my money during last week's playthrough, so it's great to get an opportunity to actually use things. Oh, I didn't know you work here. Aren't the uniforms so cute? They look like strawberries. You're really working the look too. All right, see you at the cashier. There's a lot of sweets here. It took me a while to decide what I wanted. Okay, keep up the good work. Bye. Aw, Anne's so cute. She's gonna turn her back, and then I'm going to eat all of these pork buns. You're almost done. Let's get your pay and go home. Just changed out of this geeky looking strawberry uniform.
Ah, you're back.
And of course, you know, we are talking about the exams, so I should
What do you
probably
wanna
spend my last bit
Make
of
sure your
time
clothes
studying.
up.
I like the uniform. It's kawaii AF.
Wow.
Or it's kawaii. Kawaii, because I don't know. I don't know. You tell me. Is it kawaii? No, you tell me. Is it kawaii? No, you tell me.
Well then.
The latter, yeah. Why am I a VTuber? My pronunciation is often terrible. Alright.
It looks like you're attending school seriously. You also seem pretty close with Takamaki-san if you're both coming to school together. You just transferred here, though. I guess you two really click.
We're in the same class.
I see. You seemed a lot
Because there's
closer
no
than that yesterday
gatekeeping to
morning.
VTubing. It's for the people. Well, I would like it to personally be a bit more for the people, but I do understand your point, Devin.
I heard she was a victim of Mr. Kamoshida. But was that all there was to it? Either way, closer inspection should clear everything up.
I'm innocent, I'm innocent, I'm not one of the Phantom Thieves. Phantom Thief, I mean, what is he even a Phantom Thief anyway? That sounds scary. Exams start tomorrow, are you all ready? Now, I'm picking up from
Shall we
last time.
begin?
The end of the Heian period marks the rise of the samurai, which I'm sure you've all been waiting for. As disguised in a tale of the Heiki, there was a time when all that was great would fall from grace. It wasn't unusual for the heroes of yesterday to be struck down as rebels of the present day. By the way, sympathizing with the loser of the week is called the magistrate's patronage. So that term came from Minamoto no Yoshitune's position, and also became a way of referring to him as well. Alright. It's always calling on
Do
me.
you know the answer?
You know the time period Yoshitsune was active in, don't you? Yoshitsune. Okay, I have absolutely no idea when this one. I'm gonna lob a guess. You say the Heian period, not the Kamakura period. I just thought, you know, Kamakura actually had something to do with the theming, but and
This is
Kamakura.
it.
That's correct.
Correct.
He supported his brother Yoritomo during the Heian period, but despite his contributions defeating the Taira, he was driven out by his brother and ultimately executed. However, in the centuries that followed, Yoshitsune became more popular as a tragic hero.
Nice go!
You must be really smart to answer a question like that. I think I've missed only one of these so far. I have learned it on my skill tree. Rather than sliding with the one who has overwhelming power, people prefer the underdog opposing them. It's sort of like rooting for a minor league baseball team instead of an all-star major league one. I can understand what it's like. If I don't root for them, then who will?
What are your thoughts?
If you're confident in your exam, you should always liven the day up and head to mementos. It'd be nice. Well, I'm still in the process of trying to figure out how to head to mementos. Just trying to get to the school roof, and then maybe my teammates will be there. Ooh, got a message. Let's see. You got plans today? I'm still in the hallway, so let me know if something comes up. Since Ryuji hasn't gone home yet, want to hang out with him for a bit? I'll decide later. There doesn't seem to be anything here. Ryuji is needy. He gets that way sometimes. I'm in the hallway if you want to talk or whatever. Alright, well. I'll go hang out with Ryuji. I think he's the one who needs it the most. Hello, Queen Vampiress. Thank you very much for tuning into the stream. Yo, you heading home? Again, we can't use the spot behind the gym today, so what do you want to do? I don't think my bond will deepen just yet. Hang out with him. What are we doing today? Let's go somewhere fun. Where are we going? I think I'd probably pick somewhere with good food if we're up to me. Alright. I don't know, that ain't bad, but we should go somewhere else. Okay, Gupo Popular Ramen Shop. Yeah, let's go there. Oh, that ramen place. Sure, I'm pretty damn hungry. Let's get going. I said the R word. It's my fault.
Whoa!
The hell? The line's even longer than last time. They put an ad out or something? They're gonna look like we're just going for the new fad, but my stomach's already in ramen noodle. Let's get in line. Super freaking good. Down to the last drop. This stuff's worth eating no matter the weight. Are you totally falling for the soy sauce flavor too? I'm in love. Tokyo guys are all over this stuff. You're one of us now. Anyways, thanks for asking me here today. I'm all cheered up now because of you. Come on, let's get going. There's tons of people waiting for our seats. Looks like they're giving out presents. Here, you can have mine. Ooh, ramen bowl ×1. I'm not crazy enough about ramen to be showing that off in my room. I feel like my bond with Ryuji is growing stronger. So recently I do think there was an article, I think in the entertainment news, that people were actually talking about how much the protag and Ryuji relationship works in this game. People are kind of hoping that it'd be a bit more common, but you know, people are also concerned that, you know, Atlas is just going to have a bit of a pushback when it comes to LGBTQ characters in their games.
Now listen up.
What do you want to do?
Unrequited Hoye? Unrequited Hoye, possibly. Alright, more stunning.
Make sure you close up.
Tomorrow I will definitely figure out how to go
Can I talk?
to figure out how to go into the game mode, so.
Well then.
Still not quite getting the skill tree up to where I want it to be. I don't do much. I just go to restaurants and I study. Can't believe this. A school assembly during exam week? What the hell were they thinking? It's the day after tomorrow. I wonder if it's going to be about Mr. Kamishita again. I can't believe the school is messing with our schedules like this. I don't care what it's about. It's going to have nothing to do with us students. I wish they'd stop dragging us into their mess. A mandatory
Seems
assembly
pretty rough.
during exam week, huh? Sounds rough for all of you.
Well,
Okay.
shall we begin?
What historical figure inspired the idiom of favoring the magistrate? Oh, wow. I wish the game would have given us some kind of clue with that. Yoshitsune, alright. I hope you have the walkthrough open or
Ooh, we
something.
can do this.
An essay question. This looks tough, but let's look calm and think it through. Provide the reason why Minamoto no Yoshitsune is viewed as a hero. He had a brother, right? His name was... yeah, it was from the Heian period. Let me see, where was he from? He was from Fujiwara. No, he was from the Heian period. Yeah, Yoritomo. Alright, that's the one. Yoshitsune worked under Yoritomo. He did a lot for his brother. Alright. In the end, what happened to them when they ended? They both lost. And so this is why people remember it, because it's a cautionary table. At least that's what I'm assuming. Yoritomo won. But even though he lost, Yoshitsune is the one who went down in history as a hero. That's probably because people tend to sympathize less with figure and power, and sympathize more with the weak, the vengeful. The weak. Yeah, not just any weak person, though. People love rooting for an underdog who stands up for powerful oppressors, and Yoshitsune did that to his brother. So the reason Yoshitsune is treated as a hero because he stood up against a powerful Yoritomo. I'm sure this is all very basic if you actually study history in Japan. You finished in time. Today is the second day of exams. Which brain function is responsible for the phenomenon of seeing this illusion? Cognition. I believe it's cognition. That sounds about right.
Ooh, we can do this!
Which of the following maps can you paint with any adjacent areas being the same color? Queen Vampiress says, I have this game on the Xbox One. So I've played as much as what's been on the streams because I've only been playing this on stream. I enjoy it a lot. You should definitely play some more of it if you get the opportunity to, Queen Vampiress. You can paint a map of the world or a map of Japan without any adjacent areas being the same color. Both, yeah, I think it's possible both, because I've seen a lot of world maps, and all world maps only use a handful of colors, but no two countries are the same color.
Ooh, we can do this! Okay, class,
Does everyone
let's
have a
get started.
test? Name the book that defined malefactor as a chief factor in the progress of the human race. The Devil's Dictionary, I believe it was. Digital Devil Story, a Compendium of Laws. I'm pretty sure it's the Devil's Dictionary.
Ooh, we can do this!
What character archetype refers to a mysterious and seductive woman, typically with ulterior motives? That's the femme fatale. I remember that one.
Ooh, we can do this!
I like Joker's looks. School-wide assembly at this time of year? Can we think we can bring our flashcards in? Kamoshida is just one of the many things wrong with his school. I've got to hurry home and study. That Kamoshida is still causing us trouble even when he's gone.
Ever since that specific incident, many of you have voiced concerns that I could not bear to ignore.
Like, is that your neck? Is that your shoulders? What is it? I mean, seriously.
We believe the mental health of our student body is absolutely vital, so we've acquired the services of a therapist. The floor is yours, Doctor.
Isn't he hot?
It's nice to meet you all.
Whoa, his voice is sexy.
My name is... Huh? My name is Takuto Maruki.
Sus. This
Thank
is
you for
sus.
welcoming me to your school.
I mean, we know that the principal at this point is trying to do everything he can in order to figure out who the phantom thieves might be. And so definitely hiring a psychiatrist to talk to the students about personal stuff be one of those concerns.
Oh. I guess I'm not really any good for helping with money problems.
Thank you, Dr. Maruki.
New guy seems okay. Because, you know, he's so mild-mannered, you don't feel bad about telling all of your personal secrets about him.
You ever expect this place to actually give a shit about our mental health?
Well, our school's made national news. Maybe they figured they'd look even worse if they didn't do anything for us.
And Dr. what's his name?
Dr.
Markey.
Markey.
Yeah, wasn't that guy just basically clowning it up on stage? You really think he'll do us any good?
Ryuji!
Hey there. Sakamoto-kun and Takamaki-san, right? And that must make you.
Dr. Marky Mark.
How do you know our names?
Sans the Institute of Funky Bunch.
Well, I was informed of certain students before beginning my tenure here. Those that had, previous interactions with Mr. Kamoshida. It must have been especially tough for you after having just transferred here.
Yeah, it was.
I can definitely believe that.
So, what do you want with us?
Ah yes, I'd forgotten. I know I already offered my services to the student body earlier, but would you three be interested in counseling?
Nope, not at all.
Huh?
How's that surprising?
You were just a touch more emphatic about it than I'd expected. Ah, but if you come to my office, you can have free snacks. All you can eat. Would be nice, but there's still plenty to be had. So, how about it?
We're not little kids.
You're right. To be frank, I've been explicitly ordered to provide counseling to the students directly involved with Mr. Kamoshida.
Free snacks, I'm sold.
It's in the school's interests. For its students.
Ah, the school's interest, huh?
I know that asking you to be open with a complete stranger like myself is a lot. Making this mandatory wouldn't do you any good either. Might as well turn it into a worthwhile experience. Ooh, I know. If you attend my counseling sessions, I'll teach you different ways to improve your mental acuity. Like ways to hone your concentration before exams, or not getting nervous on dates. How's that sound?
So you guys are probably talking about Yakuza, right? You play as a former Yakuza member going around trying to clear his name after the murder of his family's patriarch. That's just the first game. There are about 8 games. Take very much after the game Shenmue that was on Sega Dreamcast. And yeah, it's a very popular series because it's a bit of an open world sandbox, and you get to go to do things like in Japanese culture, like going to host clubs or playing old Sega games in arcades around the city.
There's also snacks.
All right, enough with the snacks.
He's kind of a dork.
So, which way are you?
No harm in a little chat.
I guess it'd just be more trouble for us if we didn't go.
Yeah.
Really? Then I guess it's a
I
deal.
adore them, and the characters are so charming.
I'll be in the nurse's office. Feel free to come by whenever it's convenient for you.
Well, we should get going.
So, I've
Okay.
been, just
I'll see you
entertaining
later.
the thought that, there is one turn-based RPG in the Yakuza series. I think it's called Like a Dragon. And I think that might be something that would be worth trying on my channel. Yeah, Like a Dragon. That's
Thanks
so
for
up your
taking my
alley.
counseling into
And so that's
consideration.
really just kind of taking the whole open world and all of the assets that have already existed in previous games and making a turn-based RPG out of it. So He says it stands on its own very well. Yeah, I'm more than certain that it does.
Now that we have a deal, I promise I'll do my best to help you.
I've made a deal with Maruki. I am thou. Thou art I. You are my psychiatric consulti.
It's hard to believe an ordinary high school student could accomplish such grandiose heists. One would need a heart of steel, unaffected by outside influences, and prepared to act without
foreshadowing
hesitating.
alert. Foreshadowing alert.
There has to be someone who helped strengthen your mental state. Sound like somebody you know?
Like a dragon refers to the Yakuza way. Well, yeah, I assumed it was just a metaphor too.
Give me a name.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the Counselor Persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
I mean, quite literally, the counselor in tarot card form.
All right.
So hold up, dude.
Sorry for keeping you like this. Well then.
Okay, quiet
All right,
down.
back to exams. The counselor will be available to you starting after school today in the nurse's office. He'll only be posted here through November, but be sure to speak with him as soon as you feel a need. For the majority of you, it's your choice whether or not you see him, but there are a few students I'll speak with later. The school's decided visits to Dr. Maruki will be mandatory for all these individuals. Yo, you guys gonna go for it? The counseling? Kinda sounds like we're being forced to. I told Maruki I'd do it, but I don't know if I'm really into that idea. I don't think we have much choice. Yeah, probably better not to draw more attention to ourselves anyway. I think I'm gonna try going today. Counseling, eh? Anne's right, maybe you should visit him so you don't draw attention to yourself. I have not yet unlocked Anne as a as a compatriot, so I think that maybe this is the moment that it actually might work out.
Welcome.
Yeah, not at all. It's always a good time, so long as I'm not already listening for a student. I'm so glad you're here. Would you care for a snack? Shall we get started?
Well, shall we begin?
I'm only here to listen to whatever you wish to talk about. Sure.
Yes.
Well, I really only have one thing on my mind right now anyway. Yeah, I'd say that makes perfect sense. But don't force yourself into talking with me. You could even just grab some snacks and be on your way if you wanted. No, I know we need to talk about someone like this. About this anyway. I want a nap in his office. It looks so warm. I think, yeah, that's the impression that I got from my own psychiatrist. As is, if you're willing to listen to the super long story. I see, it's such a horrible thing to do to someone. Yes, that's why I wanted to get even with him for Shiho. And first I thought Kamoshida ought to face the same fate Shiho was going to put herself through, but later I realized that that wasn't right. If he did take his own life, it wouldn't undo Shiho's suffering. In fact, I'd just give him the easy way out. That's so. Well, you know, you're quite the wise, level-headed young woman, Takamaki-san. I think you've got the wrong... No, in fact, I think you're wiser than I was at your age. I wasn't anywhere mature as you were now. It's not like I did anything special, though. If I hadn't gone through my own share of hell, I don't think I'd be so mature either. I see, so what's on your mind now? Right now, I'm just hoping Shiho will get better quickly. We both suffered a lot, but I want to get back to laughing and having fun together like we used to. At this point, I couldn't give a rat's ass about Kamoshida. Now there's a healthy outlook. You can't change the past, but you still want to keep your chin up and press onward. Is that the gist of it? Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, it'd definitely be better if none of this happened at all, but... I definitely agree with you there, but it's impossible to wipe every tragedy from history. If only, right? Yeah. Everyone would be so much happier if we could actually do that. Bong, 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 bong. Oops, lost track of the time. We should wrap things up here for today. Thank you so much for coming to see me. Oh no, thank you. I feel a ton better now that that's off my chest. Good to hear it. Okay. You deserve it. Feel free to stop by again anytime. Well, do.
Okay,
see you around.
Going.
I went in for counseling. You're going soon too, right? How'd it go? Well, honestly, it wasn't as rough as I was expecting. I think you should give it a shot. Dr. Maruki is easier to talk to than you think. Okay, see you tomorrow. Didn't you have a counseling appointment? That's in the nurse's office in the practice building. Okay, I think I'm just going straight there too. Hello, student called Yoshizawa. Are you here for a session as well? That's right. Is that so? Dr. Maruki is a wonderful counselor. I've actually been seeing him for a while, before he ever even came to Shujin. Oh, I didn't know you two were acquainted. Don't go overselling me too hard, though, Yoshizawa-san. I'm really nothing special. Please, I need to get going. Let's say we get started. Alright. Well, we made a deal. Alright, well, I'll try to make sure it's worth the trouble.
I see.
I think you've gotten a good grasp of the situation that you're in. Well, full disclosure, the school gave me a brief rundown of the circumstances surrounding your transfer here. Yeah, I'm doing okay now. But you weren't before, I take it. Try not to push yourself too hard, okay? Probably not the good answer I could have taken. Now that you told me more about yourself, I think I've realized something. It seems like you've largely been able to reconcile your internal world with your external one. I should note that that's really truly impressive. Even most adults can't reliably manage that. How to put it? You know how someone has an internal reality, some conception of themselves they're striving for? Like wanting to be a model student or wanting to be loved and relied on, that kind of thing. Or that sensation that causes you to transform into a superhero and then enter people's subconsciousness and make them feel apologetic for the horrid crimes that they've committed. Something like that. Not everyone can ace their exams, and not everyone can be their heroes they wish they could be. He's exactly where he wanted to be, even though he wasn't aware of it. That's powerful. You've actually been through so much, that kind of suffering is usually enough to twist people up into dark places. But you're standing up to it and confronting a tough, painful reality. To me, that's really admirable. Then again, maybe it's a little weird for you to hear from a guy you just met. But it sounds right. Not even any deflecting self-depreciation. You really are strong. Well, let's see. Sorry, this went on longer than I expected. Somehow the conversation just took a life of its own like this. Hey, I've actually got one last request. I've actually been doing certain research along with my duties as a counselor. It's not quite like counseling, more like a type of psychological treatment. Basically, it's a project to learn about people's metaphorical hearts, what they think, how they feel. I get far along enough with it, I think I'll be able to help a lot of people, so... So what? I guess my point is I would like to ask you to help with that research, because of course you do. It's not that I don't have school and a part-time job and I'm forced to work at my foster house as well, and well, okay. Really, yes, you're a lifesaver.
Well,
Let's see, maybe I can teach you some tips for mental training. I happen to know a lot on the subject. I'm sure I could cook up a special recipe regimen for you. And shady medical clinic studies, we can't forget about that. If you're dedicated, I'm sure you could draw your full potential. Okay, I guess that's our second deal. Our bond is growing deeper. I mean, it's come up from 0, so it's definitely grown deeper.
all right.
Alright,
know.
would it be okay if we traded contacts? Alright. That should do it.
Now,
I better do my part to repay you. Let's talk about mental training and presence. Let's see. First off, my mind feels stronger. My max SP increased. So this is basically the way that I can increase in battle points. And a packet of non-static gum.
well, see you.
I don't know what non-static gum is. Is static usually a problem when you're chewing gum?
Man.
Really spent a long time talking to Haruki. Look how late it is. Well, if you think the sessions are worthwhile, you should try going again sometime.
Good night.
Well, you should definitely get some sleep. Tomorrow's your last day of exams, right? Alright. Let's not do this today. Okay, well, we're just going to go to bed now.
Well then.
Maybe I could have done some more studying. I don't know. I'm so sleepy. I ended up pulling an all-nighter once I realized the
today's the last day of exams.
You staying up studying?
Nah, I gave up on the exam. I was playing some games, and then before I knew it, it was morning.
You're failing for sure.
It'll be fine. Nobody's expecting anything of me, so I don't gotta worry about grades.
Morning.
Yo, look who else is yawning.
Exams are almost over, so I thought I'd make one last effort across the finish line.
Impressive, Lady On. You're quite different from this stupid monkey I know.
Huh? Don't give me that crap. Your brain's tiny compared to mine.
Size is meaningless if there's nothing inside, you know.
What was that?
Say, what is this about cats
Will
and
you
tiny
please
brains?
Shut up. You're gonna make me forget everything I remember. Huh? Am I imagining things?
What's wrong?
What? You see a groper or something?
No, that's not it. It's nothing.
Hmm?
Oh my god, that guy got off. Isn't this bad? Hey, at least act like you care.
Fine. Come on.
Huh?
Neat fun fact about Anne. One with prior knowledge can assume that she's half Finnish. Yeah. It's definitely a character archetype that they like to put into high school anime. One character that is partially a different
You
ethnicity.
were the one stalking me.
Takamaki is also a Finnish name.
Stalking you? That's outrageous.
I know you've been following me ever since the train.
That's because...
My goodness. I had wondered why you left the car, so this is where your passion led. All is well that ends well.
Okay, so the big takeaway from this game: trust nobody
I saw
that you
from the
accept
car,
card drives from.
and I couldn't help myself from chasing after you. I didn't even notice the calls from Sensei, but thank goodness I caught up to you.
Okay.
What?
You're the woman I've been searching for all this time. Please, won't you
Wait a minute,
be the model for my next art piece?
Model?
All that I've drawn till now has been lacking, but I feel a passion from you unlike anyone else.
This man's highly suspicious.
Ain't this a recruit for some shady
Or a
business?
come online. It's very possible that it's a come online.
Will you cooperate with me? What do you say?
Hold your horse.
Oh, where are my manners? I'm a second year at Kosei High's Fine
You
Arts
see, I don't
Division.
go to your school because I'm wearing a different colored uniform, and that's a good indication that I don't go to your school.
My name is Yusuke Kitagawa. I'm Madarame-sensei's pupil, and I am being allowed residence at his place. I'm striving to become an artist.
Huh? Do you mean that Madarame? The one who was on Good Morning Japan the other day?
Kitagawa.
The very same.
You know who that is?
He was introduced as a super famous Japanese-style artist who's been recognized all over the world. But we heard that name the other day in Mementos.
Yusuke!
I'm sorry, Sensei. I'll be right there.
That old guy's Madarame?
Madarame-sensei's exhibition will begin at the department store near the station tomorrow. I'll be there to help out on opening day. Please come by. It'd be great if you could give me your answer in regard to being a model then. I bet you have no interest in the fine arts, but I'll give you tickets too. Well then, I hope to see you there tomorrow.
That guy's as easy to read as a book. You're not planning on going, are ya?
I think I will.
Crap, look at the time. I'll see you later.
How dare he go after Lady Ann? I've memorized that face of yours, Yusuke.
You became acquainted with Madarame's pupil by chance? That's a little too convenient. It makes me wonder if you're even telling the— So be it. What I want to know most is your method. It's true that Madarame was an unforgivable criminal worthy of the scorn thrown at him. He was an adult who cultivated his own fame and fortune by sacrificing the livelihood of children. But he'd been covering his tracks for years. How did you uncover the truth in such a short span
I
of time?
went inside his brain meats and I was just peeling them like a banana.
This metaverse business again? Fine. Let's suppose that people's hearts can be changed by stealing their treasure, like you've said. If so, a different suspicion arises. People have gone mad or lost consciousness, never to recover, like the subway accident in April. Depending on how you look at it, that could be taken as a phenomenon for a sudden change of heart too. Were you related to those as well?
I don't know.
I see. Fine. Let's get back to Madarame's case. Keep it concise and stick to the facts.
Something like that.
Yep.
Yeah, hopefully I got all the questions right. Finally done with exams. Are you gonna go in for counseling? Saw the volleyball guys getting called in. blah blah blah. Small school talk.
It's over.
It's over. How about you?
I'm glad it's over too.
Come on, you two need to get your act together.
Anyways, can we stop talking about the exams? Like it or not, they're gonna come back graded next week. Rather than focus on stuff that's over with.
What are you looking at?
The usual site. It's no use. There ain't any useful info. Number of posts are getting less and less too.
I am not letting this end as a one-hit wonder, okay?
There's no point in getting antsy, though. I know. Why don't we go eat lunch somewhere? We still have some money left over from the other
Maybe
day.
you still have money left over from the other day.
I want sushi then, or domestic raised eel.
We don't have that much left. Oh, right! There are those tickets to Madarame's exhibit. Wait, that's tomorrow.
Don't tell me. Was it love at first sight with that Yusuke guy?
It's not like that.
Of course not.
When I was watching that special on TV, his artwork was pretty nice. Plus, we've got free tickets. Besides, this could also be related to what we heard in Mementos.
Madarame, was it?
I'm curious too.
That aside, what should I do about the other 2 tickets? Want to go appreciate some fine arts for once?
Fine arts, huh?
I suggest we should all go together. Appreciating the fine arts builds character. A phantom thief who can't identify an original is lame.
Well, if everyone's going...
It's settled then.
You make it sound like, you know, we're actually stealing stuff as opposed to just being an elaborate metaphor for the abstract process of thought.
Let's meet at the exhibit entrance tomorrow.
Yay, art gallery time. Yeah, this is just basically where we figure out why in the blue hell we need to start persecuting this guy. Oh, they're actual thieves too. I keep thinking about what Nakohara said. Could he be talking about the famous artist Madarame? It sounds about right. Seconded. Great, the name really stood out to me. Oh, I mean, you guys never heard of someone else called Madarame? It's really not common at all. If what we heard is true, Kitagawa-kun is studying under a corrupt teacher. I mean, a teacher who treats people like tools. Kitagawa's life is probably pretty terrible. Wow, I think we've jumped to some pretty profound conclusions here. Alright.
Okay.
See if there's anything we can actually build here. I have tons of, well, out of lockpicks, I can make 6 of them. Out of go-hos, I can make, well, I can make 1 of them. So, let's craft the 1.
Yeah.
Good night, Queen Vampiress. Thank you very much for tuning into the stream. Now, while I'm here, let's make those. Oh, actually, no, I don't. I'm only able to make 2. So, make 2 more lockpicks. I'm just keeping all these in my pockets so far.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, proficiency going up.
Well then. So crowded.
It'll be a pain in the ass if someone sees you, so don't stick your head out too much, alright?
You came.
Yeah.
You really came.
What What'd you expect when you left us those tickets?
Make sure that you don't get in the way of the other visitors. Come now, I'll show you around. I'd like to speak more about the picture I'd like to draw too.
Well, see you guys later.
Will Lady Han be alright? What if he drags her behind some painting and tries something funny?
Guy sounded disappointed as heck. Well, this is the duality of his existence as an artist.
Are we really gonna appreciate the fine arts? Can't we just go home?
Let's learn about Madarame.
I guess we should do a quick pass through it once. Which way are we supposed to start?
Just start on the outside and start working your way towards the middle. I mean, that's what I usually do when I'm at an art gallery.
It's that old man from the other day.
We continue to be truly surprised by your imagination. You have such expansive styles. It's hard to believe that it all stems from one person. Where in the world does all your inspiration come from?
Steal it?
Well, it is rather difficult to put into words. They naturally well up from within my heart, like bubbles rising one after another in a spring.
Naturally, you say.
What's important is to distance oneself from worldly desires, such as money and fame. My atelier is a modest shack, but it is more than enough to pursue
Wait,
true
what's an
beauty.
atelier?
A shack?
I see. So the act of emptying one's mind gives rise to inner beauty. Still, to think we could hear the word shack coming from the great artist Madarame.
You would understand if you saw it.
Wasn't the word shack something?
Well, it's not quite being a palace, but...
Over there!
I'm so glad I came on opening day.
Hey, stop pushing! There's way too many people!
I'm getting crushed!
Anyways, we gotta head for the exit. Don't die on us, alright?
I didn't know there were so many types of Japanese art.
Usually one concentrates on their own style. However, Sensei creates all this by himself.
I'm sure he does.
He's special.
There you are, Yusuke.
Sensei!
Ah, the girl from yesterday. Are you enjoying the exhibit?
I don't know how to put it into words, but it's really amazing.
You're sensing something from the artwork. That alone is enough to give us artists satisfaction. I hope this becomes a wonderful piece, Yusuke. Well then, if you'll excuse me.
You'd imagine artists would be difficult to approach, but he seems really friendly.
Indeed.
Oh, this is it! The painting I wanted to see in person.
This one?
I guess it's the painter's anger? I'm not sure, but I sense this strong frustration from it. To think such a cheerful and gentlemanly person could make such a piece. Something wrong?
Don't mind me. There are better pieces than this one. Come.
Hey!
Ah, that old lady totally elbowed me. Thanks to that, I remember now.
About what?
Well, let me get to it. It's about a post online. Here, look at this.
Why'd you leave without me?
You got it all wrong. We got dragged into this huge crowd. Anyways, you gotta look at this too. This post might be about Madarame.
What's it say?
A master of the Japanese arts is plagiarizing his pupil's work. Only his public face is shown on TV.
Plagiarizing?
I didn't think much of it when I first saw it, but hearing Shaq and Madarame triggered it. His treatment of the pupils who live with him is awful. He teaches nothing and bosses them around. He treats them inhumanely, as if disciplining a dog.
Abuse on top of plagiarism, huh?
If this is real, it'll be a huge scandal.
I wonder if Kitagawa-kun posted this. I mean, he is a pupil of his.
Who knows? It's anonymous and all.
In that case, it's possible the Madarame we heard about in Mementos is referring to the same one.
A man like that doing such a thing?
Yeah, it's possible.
I wonder if we can ask that shadow from earlier.
As convenient as the plot.
Oh, actually, we just need to talk to him in reality.
And how are we gonna go about that? Are we gonna explain it all, starting with Mementos?
Besides, if we make a move out in the open, there's the possibility that Madarame will find out.
Oh, yeah, right.
Hey, what do you think about Madarame? Doesn't he seem suspicious?
I don't know.
There's this much overlap. Ain't it pretty much settled? If this post is legit, ain't this the kind of target we've been waiting for?
Well, yeah, but is it really true?
By the way, what did you do about the whole modeling thing?
Kitagawa-kun gave me his contact info, and the address to his sensei's atelier.
He said he lives there, right? Perfect timing. Let's try going tomorrow. We're off to Madarame's house right after school.
Huh? You want me to model tomorrow? This is too sudden.
What? We're just gonna go talk to Kitagawa.
Oh, that's what you meant.
I mean, I'm artistic, man. I don't just take off my clothes for anybody. It has to be artistic.
Well then.
Alright. The allergy relief pack, great for anybody who's sick of being sick. 2 calming masks and 20 wide eye drops. All in one set. Next to Cosmic Cure gift, great for anyone seeking peace of mind. 1 aroma machine and 1 omnivitamin.
Hey, hey!
Let's see. Helps with confusion and dizziness. And set for healthier cosmetics. Well, I don't have enough for the others, so I'll just buy the 1.
Well then.
Okay, well, we're past exams, so I've got some time in order to brew some coffee.
Make sure your clothes up.
Whoa.
Yes! All right.
I've been able to accumulate a lot of charm points and a lot of intelligence points. I am completely dead in the water when it comes to any other stats. Look, I just drank a cup of coffee. I am not getting right to sleep.
Okay, let's get started.
I want to talk a little about how mental health and perception can affect you. Don't worry, I don't want to stress you out or anything, just relax and listen. How much do you guys know about the emotional mind?
So,
See, what's going on in your mind can affect your body pretty significantly. There's proof it can even heal you depending on your outlook. So, what do we call a phenomenon where believing in a treatment's power is enough to improve your condition? The placebo effect.
This is it.
That's right.
Some people specify that placebos don't actually have any curative properties. But even if medicine does nothing chemically, it can affect your perception and help you feel better. On the other hand, if you don't trust the medicine to begin with, it might make you feel even worse. We call that a nocebo.
No way.
Maybe I should ask if I could borrow his notes. Oh, you must be really smart to be able to answer a question like that. That's just one example, but my point is that our minds and bodies are more connected than we think. So it's important not to push yourself too hard. Remember, your mind needs time to rest too. And it's my job to help with that, so come by the nurse's office whenever you're feeling down. Mind affects the body, huh? You think I'll change back to a human if I just believe in it hard enough? Yeah, more rumors.
Phantom thieves going by train.
The train is the fastest way to go. Plus, we can bring pets on here.
Hey, who are you calling a pet?
Dude, be quiet! We didn't pay the pet fare.
I'm the one guiding you to your destination. You should be calling me Master. Oh, Kitty!
Shoot.
Is that your pet, mister? I heard it meowing.
It's just a creature.
What's a creature? Isn't that a kitty?
It's, a toy. It meows when you press on its head.
You heard her. Press on it.
This is ridiculous. Wowie! Again! It's so cute! I want to hear it again!
Dude, the cat's drooling.
The next stop is Shibuya. Shibuya. Doors will open on the left side.
Oh, this is our stop. Well, see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye!
See you in the sequel.
So, which
You
line do we gotta
total
transfer
freak.
to?
Doesn't look like there are any stations close by to that address. If anything, this is the closest station.
What? And we gotta walk the rest of the way? What kind of phantom thief takes the train and then walks to their destination?
Stop your complaining.
It's supposedly a shack, but this is the neighborhood he lives in. As expected of a famous artist. Looks like the fastest route
I don't
is
have a
to
word
get to
for
the
it if
station
it's
square
correct.
and then go to
It's
Central
right,
Street.
you know.
Let's move.
All right. Okay. Head to Madramani's house. How am I supposed to go there? What direction am I supposed to turn to? Okay, well, go to Central Street. All right.
There's potential.
The game really is more character interaction than it is combat. Yeah, that's definitely true. Alright, starting at Central Square.
Wait.
Suguru Kamashita, former Olympian, teacher at Shujin Academy. Reason for turning himself in is a heavy conscience, huh? The human mind doesn't change that easily, let alone their natural temperament.
Look, you've already got somebody looking into it.
Shujin Academy. Seems doubtful. Perhaps I'll have someone look into it. Just in case.
Is that it?
We're at the right address. The door plate does say Madarame.
You ring the bell.
Me? The walls won't collapse when I do, will they?
No one sneeze or we'll blow this house down, okay?
Who is it? Sensei is currently...
It's Takamaki.
I'll be right out.
People really do live here.
Takamaki-san. You two are here
Us
as well?
too.
Hey, sorry, but we ain't here to talk about the modeling thing. There's something we gotta ask.
Man, look at that old Apatow.
Is it true Madarame's plagiarizing stuff? He's abusing people too, yeah?
Are you serious?
We read about it online.
This? Preposterous! Not only is the plagiarism impossible, but abuse? He welcomes pupils into his own home! This is no act of violence, it is charity!
It is an act of violent charity.
And I'm the one residing here and studying under him. I'm saying it's not true, so it's beyond doubt.
Japan has two main styles of apartments, Apatow and mansion. This whole building is in the Apatow style. Good to know. I learned something today.
You might be lying about it.
That is utter rubbish.
Comes down to number of units and structure materials.
I had no family when Sensei took me in and raised me into what you see now. If you continue to ridicule the man I owe my life to, you will rue this day.
Start ruining.
You really think that?
Yusuke, what's the matter? I heard you yelling.
How did you get out of the basement?
Slandering you with baseless rumors.
I thought I tied you to the radiator.
They must have heard some bad rumors and came in worried for their friend's safety.
Understood, Sensei.
Well, even I doubt that a cranky old man like myself could be liked by everyone.
That's not what we meant.
I'm sorry to have butt in on your conversation. However, I do have neighbors around. Won't you please keep it down? Now, if you'll excuse me.
That was discourteous of me.
Blink twice if you're in distress.
I know. I think you'll be able to believe in Sensei if you saw that painting. It's his maiden work, as well as his most representative piece. It's titled Sayuri.
Sayuri?
This was the painting that inspired me to become an artist.
It's so beautiful.
I don't know all this fine art stuff, but even I can tell that this is impressive.
When I first saw you, I felt the same powerful emotion as when I saw this painting.
Me?
I wish to pursue beauty like this. And I believe drawing you will be part of that pursuit. I implore you, seriously consider my offer. I'm sorry that you took the time to come all this way, but I must assist Sensei today.
Today I am going to be the coffee table.
I hope that we can discuss this further another time. If you'll excuse me then.
Those two seem like nice guys, don't they?
Maybe the Madarame we heard about in Mementos is a different person.
Man, right when we thought we found a new target, too.
How's the metanav?
Oh,
Hey, the app.
was it picking up our conversation? This display. It means that Madarame has a palace too, right?
I had a recent kick of Japanese real estate and rental stuff. You know, it wouldn't surprise me one bit if there was just an anime based on high school students involved in Japanese real estate and rentals.
Madarame, plagiarism, and then shack, huh? These seem to be the keywords.
For real though, what the hell's going on? Does an old man like him really have a palace?
We have the person's name and the location. All that's left is the what that Madarame mistakes the shack for to enter his palace.
You mean, like how Kamoshida thought the school was his castle?
That's right. Let's try saying some things. They can be random guesses.
It's a bit sudden though.
Why don't we start with castle?
No candidates found.
Then what about prison?
No candidates found.
Ah, what a pain. Jail, warehouse, and guidance counseling office. Might as well add farm.
No candidates found.
Not a single...
Should we come back another time?
A building that's related to artists. If we think from there,
Maybe
what
a
would it
gallery? A museum? Up. I wonder if that was actually something that might have changed the overall gameplay. Well, alright, we're playing the feud.
Hey, when did you activate the nav? You surprised me.
Didn't have much of a choice. I think we just happened to get it right.
What if I hadn't noticed and then wandered off and got caught by an enemy?
Probably would have figured it out once you started walking on two legs.
So even you can slip into the metaverse without realizing it, Morgana?
Yes. In a place with minimal cognitive distortion, the differences can be subtle.
Forget that. Look! That shack is seriously some kind of museum?
Let's go check it out. It's so extravagant, to the point that it's gaudy. It's a museum, right?
This is Madarame's?
Well, a palace is a world formed by a mind twisted by desire. Remember
Yes,
Kamoshida's
yes,
castle?
we know about Kamoshida's castle.
Madarame's artwork is on display at museums in reality too, though. His exhibit was popular, and people already respect him. Why would he fantasize about a museum?
You got a point. It ain't related to plagiarism or abuse either.
Let's try looking around. Racking our brains here won't do us any good.
Right. That aside, ain't a museum a must for Phantom Thieves?
Yeah, definitely. We're doing really
Now
good with the
that's our
theming.
Joker. I feel the same.
But man, just look at that insane crowd.
Yes! Shall we go?
Wind our way over the high up wall.
Yep.
It's just not hitting me that this is that old guy's palace. That's why we're here, right? Let's go check it out. Alright. The exhibit is closed for today. We will await your return on another date. Hey, send more guards over here. Just the two of us won't be able to deal with this whole crowd. This is our chance. It looks like security is focused on the front entrance. And that means there'll be less of them elsewhere. Let's go. Security's tight at the front entrance. We should bypass them, headed another way. Alright. And we go this way. They're all just immediately showing us where all the secret entrances are. do that. I think that's just the only way down. Okay. Go this way. Well, wouldn't that be something I'd watch? Well, it probably would be something I would watch too. I mean, I watched all the Prince of Tennis, so.
Hey!
It's a pretty far drop. We'll be able to get back out this way.
Now's my time to shine.
Alright. Take a rope down. It's quiet in here, almost eerily so.
Oh.
It's moving. We're in a palace. That ain't anything to be freaking out over. Palace reflect its ruler's heart. You may want to check these paintings out. Alright. There's some kind of explanation. It's someone's name and age. What the hell? Can't be the title of a painting. What do you think there's an artist's name? Let's check the other painting too. Alright. Curious about the other painting too. Let's look at the next one. Alright. Just wandering around, stealing random faces. That's pretty cool.
Is this...
This one's got a name and age too. Are all the former pupils?
Hey. Hey, this doesn't make any sense. Madarame is famous for having a variety of art style, but all the portraits on display here look the same. This is way different from what was at the...
Wait a sec. Ain't this that guy we saw in Mementos? You know, the one who was shit-talking Madarame?
Natsuhiko Nakanohara. His name's written on the plaque.
Dude, I don't get it. Why is there a painting of him in here? And more important, why is his name written under it?
You're right. Doesn't art usually have, like, the title of the piece or the artist's name?
This is quite the mystery. Alright, let's keep looking around for now.
Alright.
This is...
Huh?
Hey, isn't this a painting of that guy?
It says Yusuke Kitagawa. There's no mistaking it.
Huh? Wait a second.
Stranger and stranger.
What do you think these paintings
Plummeting
are?
down the rabbit hole. Patrons of the museum.
But if that's the case, why would Kitagawa-kun have a painting in here?
And what are they?
Madarame's pupils.
I think you're right.
For real? All of them? But it was only Yusuke when we went to his place before.
This must include former pupils as well. Only one remains now. Taking into account what that Nakanohara guy said earlier, things are getting clearer. Alright, let's keep investigating.
There's some sort of brochure here. Alright.
Joker! A trick!
Is your pamphlet? This is getting way too detailed for a freaking palace. Why do you bother making something like this? There's a museum guide.
Oh yeah!
Might show us the location of the treasure. There's a possibility, at the very least, it could be a good reference for the scale of this place. But the map only shows half of the museum. It says it's 1 out of 2. So the out of 2's gotta be around here somewhere. Just how big is this place? We can worry about that another time. And we may have to consider our plan based on what we find. Alright.
A chest! Oh!
It needs a lockpick. Okay, let's open the chest. Lunar Cutlass. Okay, new sword.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Yep.
Okay, make sure that that's equipped. Yeah, Lunar Cutlass. Yeah, that's good. Alright. Go this way. Nope, not either.
Ah. Look at this.
The Infinite Spring? A conglomerate work of art that the great director Madarame created with his own funds. These individuals must offer their ideas to the director for the rest of their lives. Those who cannot do so have no worth living? Hey, this is most likely about the
You don't think he
plagiarism,
actually
right?
killed anybody, did you?
Damn it! What a phony geezer!
In other words, his pupils are his property. He doesn't even qualify as an artist if this is true. He's stealing the ideas from talented students in exchange for securing their livelihood.
Someone's been very naughty. And the Phantom Thieves have a list.
Cognition. This even says that they have no worth. Couldn't this be about the abuse? Madarame will keep them around as long as they're useful to him. But the moment they're not...
He's treating them like slaves or tools!
Why is Yusuke keeping quiet about this? He's got no reason to cover this up.
He did say that he owes Madarame his life for being taken in.
But still...
When we were at the exhibit, I praised one of the pieces on display. But Kitagawa-kun acted strange. Maybe that piece was plagiarized too.
What's the call? Ain't this enough to target
Yeah,
Madarame?
let's do this.
That's what I'm talking about!
Hold on, you two. We should confirm these facts with Yusuke once more.
Confirm what, though?
It means we should get solid evidence that such crimes actually took place.
What a pain in the ass.
Besides, there's too much we don't know about Madarame yet.
You're right. I'll try contacting Kitagawa-kun. I might be able to get the truth out of him if I accept his modeling offer.
Wait, you're gonna do that?
You all better come with me, okay? I'm scared to go alone.
Famous, renowned artist, huh? Wow, this might be tougher than Kamoshida. Well, we'll just prep ourselves until we get confirmation from Yusuke. This is our first mission as real Phantom Thieves. We're gonna succeed no matter what.
The reason why Yusuke is hiding the truth. Would you actually forgive someone unconditionally if you owe your life to them? I'm not so sure anymore. What are you bringing this up for? According to Kitagawa-kun, Madarame isn't a problem. What do you mean? Something wrong? I mean, I know Madarame is a bad person, but still. Maybe I'm so hesitant because I haven't actually met any of his victims. Yeah, I guess that part's totally different from what happened with Kamoshida. This might be an extreme line of thinking, but if an evil person isn't causing any trouble now, is there really a point in us stepping in? Well, you got a point. We're going to have to let Yusuke decide if Madarame's worth going after or not. I know. If you were me, I'd never forgive that bastard. Let's see how Yusuke feels. Yeah, I guess we could talk some more after that. Okay, let's meet in Shibuya after school tomorrow. Alright.
Hey.
Oh, goody. More belongings. Oh, no, actually, this is what I buy the mail order. Alright. So try doing something. Okay. Yeah, alright. I'm not going to get to do anything, so
Well then.
I'll just go to bed.
Hey, it's me. I just can't forgive Madarame, but what An said made me think. To Yusuke, are we just a bunch of thugs?
Probably.
I knew it. It ain't like he thinks it is. It pisses me off just thinking about it. Good people have to put up with so much crap while shitty adults do whatever they want. Makes me sick. I'm not wrong, am I?
Let's see. You're right.
Thanks. Don't tell An I called you, by the way. Seriously. Well, see you tomorrow.
It takes a little effort, but somehow we managed to make this marriage work. Alright, I contacted Kitagawa-kun about modeling for him. Still waiting for his response. Thanks. I still have no idea what to do as an art model, though. Just be yourself. It's actually kind of hard. Look, you don't gotta go all out for this. You're only doing it so you can get dirt on Madarame, remember? That is true. Sounded like Kitagawa-kun wants this to be a private picture of his, though. Well, I guess I'll let you guys know when he contacts me again. I mean, let him draw the picture, and then afterwards, if it shows up and Madarame is taking credit for it,
I got a response from
then obviously he's guilty as hell.
School today.
I mean, that would just be my way of looking at it.
Perfect. Probably dropped all his plans just to get you over there.
We need to find out from Kitagawa-kun if what we saw in the palace was true.
Hey, quiet down. It's that student council president.
Yikes. She got a hold of Mishima today? It'd suck if she noticed us. Come on, let's split up.
Okay, see you later.
We finally landed a big target. Come on, let's get some dirt on Madarame. But man, An's late.
Sorry, I was thinking about some things and didn't notice how much time had passed.
Thinking about what?
Don't you think Kitagawa-kun has to be protecting Madarame? I mean, they live together, so he'd have to be aware of Madarame's true nature. The only reason I can think of him doing that is that Madarame has something on him.
Yeah, that's weird. But that's why we're going to check it out, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean prepared? Prepared for what? Something seemed different about her to you?
Did she cut her bangs?
Oh, nice eye.
I didn't cut them.
Huh. Well, let's get going. We gotta talk to Yusuke.
Kitagawa-kun seemed really happy when I agreed to be his model. Once he finishes drawing and gets a little friendlier, we should bring up Madarame.
Sounds like a plan.
I thought it would just be you coming, Takamaki-san.
Wouldn't you get nervous too, if it was just the two of us?
We're here to keep an eye on you, so don't try anything perverted, okay?
Stop making such odd assumptions. I have absolutely no interest in her as someone of the opposite sex.
Huh?
Is there a problem?
No, not really.
Well then, let's get started.
Interesting pose.
Hey! Kitagawa-kun?
You hear her?
It's no use.
This isn't what we planned. We were gonna catch him off guard and make him spill his beans, weren't we?
He's in the zone, yeah.
How are we supposed to know this
He
was
is a Zen artist. I mean, being ADHD, I certainly know what that feels like.
Guess we just gotta wait till he's done. What an effing pain in the ass.
For some interesting reason, I just re-entered the chat room. I have no idea why.
Perhaps I should try going outside this room.
Okay, don't get caught.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Cat. You
This
are
is too
talking to a
boring.
cat.
So I'm going to scout around a bit.
I've sent out the cat. I don't know if that's detrimental to what my plans would have been.
It's weird how flashy that door is.
Twitch is being funny today.
that a
Well,
lock?
I hope it's Twitch.
A door with a hefty lock.
I've been dealing with,
What
you know,
could
so
be
many
there?
little technical problems these days. You know, I could just as easily assume it's my own connection.
Are you done?
It's no good.
What?
I'm sorry. Am I the problem?
No, not at all. It's just... I'm having trouble staying focused today. I'm sorry, but we'll have to resume this another time.
Oh, hell no! How many hours do you think you made us wait?
I'm sorry. We had another reason for seeing you today. We needed to talk to you.
It's about those rumors regarding your sensei.
This again.
That painting I saw at the exhibit. You're the one who actually painted it, right?
That's...
I knew it.
Your sensei's seriously messed up. He just thinks of his pupils as tools. That's why he doesn't give a damn whether he steals their work or physically beats them. I'll make this clear. There's no point in hiding stuff from us.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You couldn't go against him, could you? I'm sure we can help you out, though.
Stop it. It's just as you all say. We're our sensei's artwork. Don't misunderstand me, though. I offered my ideas to him myself. As such, it can't be called plagiarism.
Yeah, Stockholm
Sensei
Syndrome.
is simply suffering from artist's block right now.
Dude, still.
Kitagawa-kun.
Then why are you sticking around? All his other pupils ran away. Aren't you the only one left?
What's wrong with a pupil helping out his master? There are no victims here. Stop pushing your self-centered righteousness on me.
And the other pupils?
I'm supporting Sensei as his pupil. Where's the wrong in that? Don't ever come here again. If you do, I'll sue you for causing a disturbance.
Hold it! We're not done talking here!
Then you leave me with no choice.
Hey!
I'm reporting you to the police. I asked Takamaki-san to be my model today, but I don't recall ever calling you two here.
What the F, man?
Yuji,
Yep.
stop it!
So we're gonna start another timeline. 30 to 50 days before we are actually put on trial for trespassing.
Calm down, okay?
Damn it!
I won't report you, but only under one condition.
What's that?
I want you to continue being my model, Takamaki-san.
But you said that it wasn't working out today.
That's because I was unconsciously being modest for your sake. However, I have nothing to worry about anymore. If you're willing to bear everything to me, I will put my heart and soul into creating the best nude
Oh,
painting
good Lord.
ever.
What?
Nude?
To think I'd be able to create a nude painting with my most ideal model. Of course, you two won't be allowed in, and I ask that you forget about our discussion today as well. If I don't submit a new piece to Sensei soon, there will be some inconveniences.
Nude? Meaning it'll be without any clothes, right? Why are things suddenly escalating like that?
Good goober.
Because those are my terms.
But that's...
Wait, ain't that bad?
Sensei is out during the afternoon while the art exhibit is on, so I can use this place freely. I should buy more art supplies.
Will you give me a second here?
Of course. I'm willing to wait. I'll make time according to your plans, but please come before the exhibit ends.
No, that's not what I mean! Why are you not listening?
Sensei will be returning home soon. We're done for today. Takamaki-san, I'll be waiting for you to contact me.
No, no, no! We are not done talking here!
Hey, what should we do?
Yeah, we have to leave.
Yeah, damn it. You got us good this time.
Well, blackmail in order to see a naked woman. Perhaps he actually did learn a few things from Sensei.
Don't give up so easily!
Huh? Is she done being a model?
A cat?
You moron.
Sure sounds like it.
He's totally out of his mind! I'm gonna have to pose nude if this keeps up!
How dare that, Yusuke?
The way he said it, it's not gonna be semi, but full on nude.
Full nudity? Lady Yon's gonna...
Drop it!
You know, you won't have to worry about that if we make Madarame confess before the exhibit ends.
But Kitagawa-kun thinks he owes his life to him. Is there a need to make Madarame confess?
Then, Lady Yon, you're fine with bearing it all?
I am not!
Morgana had his mind,
Madarame's
little
no
mind
different from
blown
Kamoshida.
at possibility.
That asshole's using Yusuke who doesn't... You're telling me we should just ignore how he's being treated horribly like the other pupils?
No. It is frustrating to leave this alone, even if Kitagawa-kun is fine with it himself.
You can't leave it be because you've endured a lot yourself, with Kamoshida.
Yeah.
Anyways, we gotta go after this guy. Madarame is the kind of target we've been waiting for. Let's help Yusuke come to his senses too. Before he ends up like
So,
this.
am I going to get a deadline 30 days before Anne has to pose
You need
naked?
to look into Madarame first.
There might be tons more stuff that hasn't been exposed yet too.
It may become easier for us to investigate his palace if he's preoccupied with his exhibit.
Also, there's the thing about me modeling. Kitagawa-kun said there'd be inconveniences unless he submits a new piece. Maybe that's going to be announced soon as Madarame's next work.
Does that mean the whole country's gonna see you nude?
Are you not confident?
What? Are you saying I'm... no, I mean, that's not what this is about.
We must deal with Madarame, no matter what, before his exhibit ends.
Let's start after school tomorrow. Oh, it'll be a pain if Miss President finds us on the rooftop again, so... where to meet up? Let's see. I guess that walkway-like place in Shibuya would work. It's near Madarame's place, too.
Changing our hideout periodically, huh? That's a plan I don't mind backing.
Alright.
Hey, can I talk to you kids for a sec?
This was abrupt.
Huh?
From the looks of things, you don't seem like the ordinary stalking fans. Oh, sorry. I should have been more clear. I'm actually looking for people that know
You're
Madarame's
doing an
pupils.
investigative report.
There's this painting, Sayuri, that was supposedly stolen in the past. But there's this rumor that it was taken by one of his pupils in retaliation for being abused. Have you heard anything about that?
Ryuji knows.
Me? I don't know nothing.
I see. There's
It's
no
amazing
case
that
for
people
Mr.
just
Different. There's no
instantaneously
proof of
take
abuse.
his word for
I
that.
can't write either. Looks like I'm back to square one. Sorry for taking your time. I'm a journalist. If you ever get any leads, mind contacting me here?
Man, I'm
See you
getting
then.
digits like every day.
I guess we should go home for today.
Whatever, I can't forgive him demanding to paint Lady Anne nude, then claiming to report us to the police. But you know,
hey, it's me.
That's art.
Got a minute? I have some interesting news. Someone who received a change of heart contacted me on the fan site. Said he wants to meet with you to discuss another person who needs
Somebody
a change
else
of
who
heart.
received a change of heart. Now that's interesting.
You're better off talking to him in person if you want specifics. All I know is his target is a terrible person. And that it might complicate things if he posted the name online. I'll have him wait for you at Shibuya Station after school. The guy's name is Nakanohara.
Nakanohara. That's Madarame's student.
I told him to approach you.
Somebody else who had a change of heart, and he's referring to himself.
Look.
I found something insane about Madarame. It sounds like a student of his offed himself when he couldn't speak up about Madarame stealing his work. Okay, we're back to content warning suicide again. Is that true? That journalist was looking into Madarame too. It could be real. Someone died though. No one's talking about it. I bet it was covered up. Wonder what Kitagawa-kun has heard anything. It'd be great if he could help us out. Ain't that asking a bit much? After today, he's probably going to be on edge about us. Well, anyway, Madarame's still a piece of crap. Let's meet up tomorrow. It'll be our first time at the new hideout. It's that passageway at Shibuya. Oh, got it. See you tomorrow.
If the rumor Ryuji just
Def
spoke of is
Content
true,
3.
there have to be other victims.
Alright, well, now it is time to leave this world. Go ahead and save this game.
Just add this.
It'd be interesting if I were actually writing this down in the journal that I'm supposed to be using to avoid probation. But I digress. Anyways, thank you everybody for tuning in once again to Brainy the RPG Cat. As usual, please check out our sponsor, GreatMedia.Games, for inexpensive TCG single cards. Visit GreatMedia.Games and use the code 1050 at checkout for 10% off of your online purchase. Devin says, cheer, Brady, another cozy night. Oh, well, I'm glad that you feel like my stream is cozy. Cozy is definitely a very positive quality. Anyways, also, yeah, be sure to check out my Throne and my Kofi pages. You know, I think the links have just been posted several times while I've been playing, so I'm not going to burden you with them again. Alrighty, so thank you everybody for tuning in. Please stay tuned because I'm about to do a raid. Let's see who would like to pay a visit to today. Let's see. They might be interesting. Oh, you know what? Actually, Merry Mermaid is streaming right now. They're in the middle of playing their, I believe it's their weekly game of Littlewood. So let's go ahead and let's pay them a visit. Alright, so I will be back on this coming Friday, and I believe that we're going to be doing tabletop lore. We're going to be reading one of our first books out of the recently released Humble Bundle set for 5e influence books. This one is going to be pretty cool. It's going to be Lovecraft theme. Alright, so yeah, we're going to be doing all of that on Friday. So, thank you everybody for tuning in. Have a good night, everybody. And thank you very much for watching.